All right, all right. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Where we at? See Instagram. I mean, X is popping. Let's go X. We got everybody's coming on X, man. I told y'all kind of, you can always fill people out, B. So come on, I'm gonna put this on mute while I send this out. So what I need everybody to do on this feed is share these videos out. So what I'm gonna be doing, people, I'm gonna be doing a lot. It's 5 o'clock over here on the West Coast. I'm gonna be doing a lot of response videos. Response videos. That means I'm gonna try to see. I'm gonna get an hour and a half, hour 20 minutes in. So get in where you fit in. Please get in where you fit in. About minutes in. Hour 20 minutes. That's all I really need. Yo, why I can't share this out? Come on, man. What's going on with my Instagram? Hold up. I'm trying to share this out, y'all. They won't let me share it. Give me 1 minute. Okay. So do me a favor, y'all. Let's get these likes up. As soon as you come on this feed, hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the like, hit the share. Let's get the thumbs up. Go grab your experts. Go grab the scholars. Go grab the best people that you know. I ain't saying I'm the best, but I'm damn good at what I do. So do me a favor. You don't have to keep typing 1,000,000 times, people. You can come on and speak your piece and forever hold that mug. Speak now, forever hold your pieces. So please share this out, y'all. Let's go, let's go, let's go. If I'm wrong, please come to the cipher with some facts. If I'm wrong, okay? I don't need anybody getting on here crying and getting into their feelings and tripping, and just do the research. I'm not your leader. I'm none of those things, people. Don't want to be a leader. I don't want that because it brings in too much negative energy and damn sure don't need it. So please, people, do your due diligence. Open up these windows that I tell you to open up and, share it out. Okay? Sound fair? So where's everybody tuning in from? Where we at? Remember, my shows is always entertaining. Entertaining. Stop hiding behind social media. Okay? So, if y'all love this content, share it out. Get behind it or in front of it. Okay? Where we at? We don't need nobody to just keep texting. So let's get this party started, man. I want y'all to read. Reading is fundamental. Okay?
As long as I'm dancing, acting or rapping, walking around like I don't know what's happening. You like me, you like me, you like me. If I'm
Take it from the top. Please tweet it out, y'all. Let's go. Hour and 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Let's go.
As long as I'm dancing, acting or rapping, walking around like I don't know what's happening. You like me, you like me, you like me. If I'm talking about drinking and nothing about thinking, as long as I'm high and I never ask why. You like me, you like me, you like me.
Take it from the top. Are y'all getting this yet? I'm not going to start till y'all start sharing it out. Let's go. Share it out. Enjoy the feed. It's okay.
As long as I'm dancing, acting or rapping, walking around like I don't know what's happening. You like me, you like me, you like me. If I'm talking about drinking and nothing about thinking, as long as I'm high and I never ask why, you like me, you like me, you like me. Yeah. But the second I start with the state of the economy, black leadership, black cards, and black sovereignty, that's when you can't seem to follow me. Confusion, you feel like you're losing. I'm no longer amusing. This song's about choosing while you cruising. Either black entertainment or the black revolution. People love to see a young black man rap until he wakes up and realizes he's caught in the trap. So as long as I'm dancing, acting or rapping, walking around like I don't know what's happening, you like me, you like me, you like me. Hey, hey, if I'm talking about drinking and nothing about thinking, as long as I'm high and I never ask why, you like me, you like me, you like me. But the minute I get in it about the way these rappers spit it, the minute I start spitting that truth, it comes a critic. I freestyle off the top like removing your Yankee fitted, but they not really checking for skills, they want the gimmick. Many of the challenges we face, we can solve them, but there's no trust, no unity, and that's the problem. Black people fighting amongst themselves, that's the problem. White people fighting amongst themselves, that's the problem. U.S. foreign policy is simply just bomb them. Rebels against their own government, the U.S. arms them. Then when things get out of hand, yeah, they try to calm them. More money, more diplomacy, just charm them. If that doesn't work, then they move to Osama. Turn them into a terrorist so they can disarm them. Through the corporate media, we don't stand a chance, but too many people want us to just stand and dance. So as long as I'm dancing, acting or rapping, walking around like I don't know what's happening, you like me, you like me. If I'm talking about drinking and not about thinking, as long as I'm high and I never ask why, you like me, you like me. You like me, you like me, you like me. You like me, you like me, you like me.
You like me if I'm not saying anything. You like me. So what I'm going to be doing, y'all, I thank y'all so much. Listen, man, you know what's crazy? Where's my sister? I want my sister to come on the field. I need that. I need some more. I need that female energy, that intelligent female energy. Straight up. Because I'm going to tell you, man, I don't know what's up with these brothers out here today. It's insane. These niggas are weak than a mother freaker, brother. These niggas are whizzy. So that was KRS-One, y'all. I know I've been doing this for a minute. You say you love this song, yo? That's KRS-One, baby, no doubt. As long as I'm dancing and singing, you like me. So I'm gonna open up the lines, y'all. So what I'm gonna be doing, I'm looking at the time, y'all. So I'm shrinking my videos down to like an hour and a half or hour 20 minutes. So give or take. So Percy was like, yo, I like how short that video was and how cool it was. It was short. So come on, y'all, let's get in. Now, if it gets entertaining or one of these big wigs come on my feed, I'll do this for 5 hours straight. 5 hours straight. Not these wannabe guys that be trying to get attention. Like, let's say a DL Hughley came over here, or my brother Godfrey, or pick somebody. Maybe one of them come. I'll stay on this feed for 3 or 4 hours. Not these cats that keep trying to get fake famous, man. So what I'm going to be doing is and I again, I'm not your leader. I don't want to be nobody's leader. But we're gonna have some fun. I saw a post that was posted up earlier, and thank everybody who's telling me they loved the video I did before this. It was dope as hell. Everybody was like, yo, that video was kind of cool, dude, that you did. Straight to the point. So, Brother Morel, if you want to jump on, I don't know where Brother Rob is at. If any sisters out here, you want to jump on the feed, come on the feed. We need that energy. Definitely need that energy. So, there was a video that was sent to me, right? It was sent to me. And I looked at the video, and I was in the kitchen cooking. Yeah, I cook too. You know, when you're a bachelor, that's what happens. I was cooking, right? Well, I wasn't really cooking. I was warming something up. Let's put it that way. Warming something up. So I got a video from my daughter's mother, and I laughed at it. It was funny. And I said it was a board. I literally sent it to DL. I sent it to him for the record. I know DL's watching this video by now, but let me just show y'all I told you I'm authentic in what I do, right? For the record, I'm gonna let you see that I did send this to DL Hughley. Now, if DL wanted to come over here and talk with me, who he can, but I'm a real dude, but I do send stuff out to them. That's DL's number. That's not his number, but that's him. I sent him this for the record. So what I'm going to be doing is reactionary videos on every video that I did. Like early today, I did that one on Lord Jamal, and I sent it to Lord Jamal, texted to him. Lord Jamal should have just took the L, not blaming drugs. So somebody drugged him. That's why you don't get high. You don't drink. Okay. So there was another post. And again, brother, I wasn't even going to go live this early, but I said, damn, I got to do these short videos, bro. I got to do them. So a video was sent to me about DL Hughley and Snoop. I'm with Snoop on that. But this is the funny part. I've been around DL Hughley long enough to know certain things, right? Anybody knows I've been around him. He knows this. We all have each other's numbers, right? Right? So I want to know, do everybody in the audience who paid for a ticket, and I played that song for a reason, long as I'm dancing and singing, you like me. So I want to know if everybody in the audience that DL Hughley performs for, or are they racist? You know, sometimes a racist will actually come to a comedy show. Y'all didn't know that? A racist will literally come. I've been in a lot of shows with Eddie Griffin. Shout out to my brother Eddie. I've been to, and Eddie will let you know, and Eddie will eat you the hell up. I swear to God. Let me tell you something about Ed. I should call Ed. I bet you pick up his phone. Eddie Griffin literally pick up his phone if I call him. Weird as hell. But Eddie Griffin is the type of dude that, and it's weird because I'm a dude that knows them, and I'm in the audience. I blend into the crowd with everybody, literally. And I can hear what people say, right? And usually what I would do is take that back, and I would tell them what people were saying in the audience. This is factual. You could mention my name to Eddie Griffin, to Tommy Davidson, probably, definitely DL Hughley, George Lopez, anybody in this industry. They're gonna say, "Oh, you talking about Sabir Bey?" That's us a while ago, right? So you can mention my name to him. He knows exactly who Sabir Bey is. Only one Sabir Bey, the crazy dude with the red locks. So the weird part was, right? I want to know how many people that DL Hughley performed for that's actually racist. I want to know how many people do y'all work for that may be racist but can't say it, but now it's coming out, right? Y'all not getting this yet, man. I don't think you're getting this. So for the stupidest stuff, and again, people do shows, right? I'm gonna be real with y'all. People talk about certain things because it brings people to their platforms. Perry told me this one time too, the comedian. Y'all know the comedian, right? Perry? Rob, are you there? Morel, you there? You know who Perry is?
Perry, you talking about Tyler?
No, the Perry, the light-skinned brother, comedian.
Oh, the comedian.
Yeah, East Coast brother, right? So I was with him one day, and he was telling, we was in DC, and he was telling me it's about the traction. Like, I don't get paid for this, people, for the record. I don't get paid for none of this. But what I love about what I do is factual, because when truth don't get paid. You don't get paid telling the truth. So I'm just here as a person on the outside looking in, but also being on the inside, if that makes sense. Being on the inside of all of these people, right? Firsthand, you can mention my name to a lot of these people. They know exactly who I am. But he told me it's about how many people come, because how many people come is how much you get paid, even though I don't get paid for I don't get super chats, because they say what I talk about is hateful. I don't know what I said is hateful. I'm still trying to figure that out. But when I went on, they said I have hateful things that I talk about, but I don't talk about hateful things. What's up, Sway?
I gotta agree. And since you don't get the super chats, make sure you guys go to SabirBayRadio@gmail.com.
Dude, we ain't got to say that. They see that at the bottom. They don't go there, brother. So we can stop saying that. They don't go there. So listen, people can read. They need to start reading. But
got it.
I thank you though, brother. But the reality is, I know them. I told you I want my sisters to come on here too, because I'm really trying to take my time. Real rap. So this is a while ago. This is a conversation, and if anybody knows me, again, I know these brothers personally, right? I know what they know. I know that they can't say what I say. This is a fact, right? You can't be in a room with Sabir Bey without me talking to you about something. You can't. You can't. Can't be in a room with me without me dropping bombs on you some way, somehow, because I'm not laughing or chasing women, my niggas, on here. I'm not impressed with that. I see women around the world that is very beautiful, if I might say. Very beautiful. Have you ever been to Spain, brother? Oh my God. Ever been to certain places? Got beautiful women all around the world. Morocco, Tunis. Oh my God, brother. It's like, bro, I'm gonna tell you something. Culturally, man, you be like, nigga, hell with these women in the States, brother. These motherfuckers is look at he put his finger up. I'm gonna keep
I
it
used
up.
to go to Cabo Verde and shit before.
Bruh,
So I know what you're talking about.
culturally, nigga, like not dressed up and nah, bro, nah. Let me tell you something. I'm not knocking on my sisters, but I'm just being real with you. Well, they like that everywhere. How did you go everywhere? You know, it's funny, but I'm just being real with you.
I fell in love with this one Moroccan out there in Morocco, man.
Oh my
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
God, my mother freaking nigga. I'm telling you, bro. No doubt. So the crazy part is, right? I'm not impressed with what you have that the European gave you over here to look good. I'm truly not. If you notice, I don't be buck wild and say my the big booty, brother. Nah, nigga, I did that. I've been having sex since I was 14 years old, bro. So I'm fine.
Get him.
You know what I mean? So I'm not impressed with that. So you can't trick me with none of those things. Now, if you sat there with a book, nigga, I'll be like, nigga, what you? If she sat there like this, look, hey, look, Big Sway. If she was sitting here like this, I'd be like, nigga, what is she reading?
Yeah, that stimulates the Tell me
If
where
she,
we.
Wow.
Hey, tell me where we find that at.
if she was sitting here like this, like, nigga, hold up. If she would hold up, I got some more. If she was sitting here like this, nigga, like, let me see. Hold up. I'll be trying to figure her out. I'll be like,
Yeah,
hold up.
got that 100 made facts in her hand. I like that.
I'll be like, hold up, wait a minute. Who is she? Like, wait a minute.
Excuse me, miss.
Who is she? I'm not here to knock nobody.
Hey, pick up game. Be like, what you reading?
I do that all the time. If you ever see me in other countries, I'll be like, what you reading? And then when you know what they're reading, right, you start having conversations with these people. You can talk exactly what's inside the book. And that's what is missing with our people. A lot of these people that Carter G. Woodson was speaking on, if y'all don't know who Carter G. Woodson is, let me introduce y'all to who Carter G. Woodson is. That be him. That be him. That be him. This would be Carter G. Woodson. Right? That be Carter G. Woodson. So just in case y'all don't know, you look at you will find it here. Where's it at, sister? I've been in every state. Where's that at? I ain't saying it's not. See, I told you somebody gonna get offended. Niggas gonna get offended. Where's it at? What books are we reading? Fantasy books or the books we getting from the university? Here you go. Everybody great getting their feelings, bro. You will find that here. Did I say we won't find it here? I told you I choose my words very carefully. Did I say we won't find this here? Did you hear me say that? I didn't say we won't find this here. I said, where are they at? Randomly sitting in coffee shops, randomly sitting in places. That's all I said. I'm not knocking my sisters. I'm with them. But where is it located at? You only get what they give you. This is why we have the problem with guys like D.L. Hughley and them. This is why we have the problems with, you have certain people who may do that, but we don't hear from them sisters, bro. We don't. So where are they, Sister Michelle? Let me know. Exactly what I brought up. Not the fantasy books about slavery. I'm talking about history. History. Before 1600s. Before the 1600s. Let's move forward. Somebody said far in between. I'm trying to tell you, I swear to God, but we try to close the gap. We try to close the gap on it. Only people, only dogs, only hit dogs yell. So my point is that it's not, shout out to my sister Angie, my ex-barber, live out here now. She was telling me when I used to go get my hair cut at a barbershop in Philly, She used to say, yo, I used to think like she used to think I was crazy because I used to go in the barbershop and just go ham. Now she's like, oh, I'm starting to see these things now. Like, and I never stopped over 20 something years. I know Angie for almost 20 years, but I never stopped. I kept feeding. And it's a very, very, very hard job when nobody's saying, yo, let's push Sabir Bey out there. Let's push. I'm fine. I don't even want to be pushed out in the forefront. But I guarantee you this, it's not one European that could ever step in my arena with me. It's not a person with a PhD, a NBA, a CBA. You can't. It's not one of y'all with any PhD could ever step in the arena with me. Don't get mad at me. I'm just being real with you. You can't. This is why you don't see, like my sister said, why you wasn't on this show, Sabir, because everything that I'm going to do, I'm going to dissect it and make it make sense. That's why. So you don't why we keep blaming the white man. This man can fall off the cliff tomorrow and we'll be still doing the same damn thing to each other. Lying because we want attention and we look for followers. If I'm wrong, hit the link by the time this video is over. Let's go.
Is it the topic of nationality seems to be a forbidden fruit within the Black conscious community? A topic so fundamental yet so conspicuously absent from the dialogues of foundational Black Americans, Pan-Africans, Cometians, and others. Why is it that these thought leaders, these influencers, these voices of enlightenment avoid speaking on the topic of nationality? One might wonder if there is a conscious effort to keep this topic under wraps. Is there a hidden agenda at play here? Could it be that the silence around nationality is not merely an oversight, but a deliberate act? In the vast world of the Black conscious community, discussions range from historical achievements to current social issues, from cultural identity to spiritual awakening. Yet when it comes to nationality, a defining aspect of our identity, there is a deafening silence. Could it be possible that these voices we look up to are being incentivized to keep the topic of nationality off their platforms? It's a thought that might seem far-fetched, yet it's not entirely outside the realm of possibility. After all, we live in a world where money often dictates the narrative. Could it be that discussing nationality would affect their paychecks, disturb their revenue streams, or upset their financial apple carts? Maybe, just maybe, there is a fear that broaching the topic of nationality would open a Pandora's box of legal implications and questions about status. Perhaps it's easier to stick to the same narrative to avoid rocking the boat too much. After all, it's much safer to tell than to show, to speak, than to delve into the intricacies of law or status.
I want to rock the boat no more.
It's a curious thing to ponder, isn't it? The lack of discussion around nationality within the Black conscious community. A community that prides itself on promoting awareness, knowledge, and truth, yet seems to shy away from one of the most defining aspects of our identities. And so, it begs the question, isn't it time for them to come clean with their audience? Isn't it time for these voices to break the silence, to address the elephant in the room, to start a conversation around nationality? The next time you find yourself on their feed, scrolling through their content, listening to their words, challenge them. Ask them why they skip over this all-important topic. Ask them why they choose to silence the discussion around nationality. In a world where knowledge is power, it's time to question the silence. It's time to demand answers. It's time to break the silence on nationality within the Black conscious community. Because if not now, then when? And if not us, then who? Why?
Now, let me explain this to you. My sister just said the meta-netta, right? That's not helping us in this day and time. I feel you spiritually. I'm dead serious. Listen, family, I'm with you on it. But listen, they're not talking about the meta-netta. And if you're going to speak the meta-netta, then speak it. Because that's not what's helping us. And I'm not knocking you again. But I want you to understand the stuff that I see on social media, what I just played, right? They don't want to have that conversation. So why don't y'all share this video and ask them why don't they talk about nationality? I'm gonna go grab something right back, brother. Right back. Since you want to talk about meta-netta.
Real spitters out there, hold tight. Yeah. Right. Heaven sent me, evidently. Positive lyrics, ever ready. Spirit charged, never empty. Devil's charge can never tempt me. The level 8 on could never dent me. The enterprise can never wreck me. Keep the drive without the Bentley. INNOCENT. Truth is hard, but I speak it gently. Squeeze my shit till the clip is empty. Demons and angels, they all protect me. Goblins, goons, they all respect me. Walking
That's not going to help us.
Superior MC skills essential. Spit with a hit quick, I was meant to. Trump your car, and didn't elect you. I got drive, I will wreck you. Bank when the fat rappers out to check you. Disrespect you, disconnect you. Bring the tech to you and who you next to. Say what you want, yo, I don't care. My crew charge in like hands in the air. Now you laying on the floor over there.
Come on, the theme, Michelle.
Right here. You would have seen it if I toured last year, but that's okay. I bring it all right here. Strictly queens, no whores in here. The Dogg ain't niggas, all in here. Ain't no beggars, we all got here. Lions, chewing up the goats and the tears. You don't want truth? Close your ears. It's God, the devil's supposed to fear.
I told you I'm quick all the way around, baby.
Yes, better than you know less.
This ain't saving me though.
Yes, speak better than you, speak better than you.
This that raw from the culture's core. You want that raw? Shoot, we got some more. Come inside, lock the door. Some of y'all never heard hip hop before. So here we go, yo, the truth is short. Rappers be frauds like Banner for. You can see they amateurs. They ain't David, what you holding they Banner for? David, Banner, that's my boy. I can't wait for the day that we back on tour. Back to the raw, my skills are better. Rap so sick, I hope you're feeling better. Resurrector, they spit rap. I spit metal netcher. Lyrical ruler, holding the scepter. You this love, love's gonna get you. Temple of hip hop, that's a school. I don't wanna learn, that's a fool. Ignorance, that ain't cool. I'm flowing, getting the pool. We teach the golden rule while they hold the tool. The platinum rule while they act a fool. God is the headliner, so ignorance, KRS-One's coming after you. Straight blasting you, not asking you to pray over the body like the pastor do. To hell they dragging you. You front so hard you can't even look back at you. Your history is gone, but this is what I came back to do. Bring it back to you. You know we devour cowards. When these rappers talk, we are not empowered. All they do is shout it, but they ain't master the P, they ain't doubt about it.
Y'all don't get this shit, man. I could go for days killing this game, bro. Killing the game on this. So you pick up a constitution for y'all that don't know. Let's ask DL Hughley and them to let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Come on. Let's talk.
Keep going. Keep going. Yeah.
Keep going. Hold up. Keep going. Hold up. Keep going.
Boy.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Tell me to keep going. Let's keep going. Hold up. How far you want to go with this motherfucker? Let's ask why you never seen them pick up a constitution and read it. Why you never ever seen them ever pick up a state constitution and read it? But they telling you what is happening, but they never picked it up. Do you know that in the Constitution it says government? It says power not delegate. Oh, brother, they ain't going to acknowledge it. What the hell y'all voting for? I'm just thinking ahead, bro. They're not acknowledging it. No, you're not acknowledging who your forefathers is. That's the key. You're not acknowledging who your forefathers are. Right? So you have to make them. It says power not delegated to the legislators is reserved to the people. I'm gonna repeat that one more time. Power not delegated to the legislators is reserved to the people. Simple. Y'all don't get it. Does that sound like anything other than what I just? It's in the Constitution. I mean,
I'm a governor right there.
See that? Let's see this. Let's see if it's in this constitutional book. God damn, how many constitutional books I got? Yes, is it in here? You want to scare the hell out of somebody, nigga? You want to sit there with a book? Let me tell you, I was in Denver, and I was in a Starbucks years ago, and the lady comes past me. It was cold outside, and she said to me, she said, "Are you a law professor or in law school?" And she said, "This is what she told me." She said, "These people in law school don't know nothing, and these law firms know nothing about law." This is what she told me. She said, "It's all smoke and mirrors." This is what she told me. And if you ever really sit with one, if it's one of them that's watching, please come on here. Not a fake dude. I want a real attorney on his feed, not a fake person. I want a real attorney. And this is why some of y'all would probably think this is being arrogant. No, it's me being South Philadelphia. It's me. It's me being raw, rugged, no makeup, no fakeness, no nothing. So I don't knock Snoop because nobody's knocking DL Hughley for taking the jobs that somebody hired you for. And this is what I'm speaking on. I know DL personally. DL can call me right now if he's watching. He can call me on the phone, which I just text him. Hold up. My sister said can't get in. Hold up. Try again. She's saying she can't get in. Let me put my link up here. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Let's put my link up here. Sister can get on here. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me put some chip in it.
Yeah, y'all hit that link. Hit the link.
And if you ever notice how long as I've been doing this, right? Long as I've been doing this, not one expert in a field of law or history have ever went up against me that y'all cheerlead. Not one of them has never came up against me. So don't keep talking about the white man is stopping you. No, it's us. But listen to what D.L. Hughley said.
That was Donnell Jones. You know what's up. So, of course, Snoop has responded to the backlash he received for performing for a Trump event. One of the things he pointed out was that we always stick together. We're good at tearing each other apart, which is pretty constant. It's pretty consistent when somebody gets in trouble. It takes backlash from the community. It's always a communal thing. It isn't any action they took. It is the fact that we can't stay together, that we can't stick together, that it's us always attacking us. But that flies in the face of the reality of what's
most of your celebrities are like that. Most of them motherfuckers are like, most people in fraternities are like that. Am I lying? Let me know when I'm wrong. Because majority of the people that's in these fraternities don't talk to you if you don't have a certain degree or you don't have certain money or status or whatever. Come on, talk to me for me. If I'm wrong, come on, correct me. This is what I'm talking about, the hypocrisy. Let's listen up.
Happening right now. It is not us who are tearing down affirmative action. It is not us.
Why would you want affirmative action? This is the weird part. Why would you want affirmative action? Somebody talk to me for a minute. What does affirm even mean? You know they have this thing called affirm out, right? Which means you can pay for
special group, basically a special clip.
You follow me? But listen, hold on. I'm gonna help y'all out. I want you to look up the word affirm. So affirm action, not right action. Listen to me. Remember I told you earlier today about the right action? Remember I told you earlier? Did you see what I said, Morel?
Say it again.
You ain't hear what I said earlier about the right action? Remember I told y'all to look up the word right action?
Yep.
Right action is nature. It's right. Different between right and wrong. Right and wrong. So affirm, which means you're gonna pay me later on. Pay me later. Right? Action. Not right action, but firm for the action. So bear with me. I know this might be over some of y'all heads, but anywho, you can look it up. The crazy part.
I will. When
you look up even these terms, right, called disenfranchised, why would you want to be a part of a franchise? Hold up. You want to be disenfranchised. That's what this is. This is what I mean by basic civics. We don't want to have this conversation. So let's move forward with DL. If I'm wrong, DL, anybody going to want to feed it? Come on.
Who is tearing down DEI? It is not us who are tearing families apart. It is not us who have decided that affirmative action and rollbacks that have been that had precedent for 50, 60 years are gone. It is not us that is doing that. It is the man you decided to perform.
No, it's not.
It is not us who ridiculed you. It was Elon Musk.
Hold up. Let me tell you how crazy this sounds, sister. You got to jump in with me. They giving these motherfreakers too much motherfreaking power.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, first of all, I liked it was a comment that somebody made about this situation. People are entitled, number one, to have their own opinion, and people are allowed to change that said opinion.
Thank you.
So this is my thing. This is not something new. People have changed their opinions. You gave Kamala Harris all of this room to say, well, she grew. You gave Biden all of this room to say, well, he grew, he changed. That was in the past. So if it's in the past for them, is it not in the past for Snoop Dogg?
This is the weird part. Like, and this is why I want to sit in the room with DL. I swear to God, this is weird. See, this is why you will never see me on certain platforms like Godfrey's and them, because I'm the type of nigga be like, what about, I used to do certain stuff, nigga. I used to hustle, beat niggas with bats, but I never beat up a woman. Most of you niggas did. But the weird part is you change, right? You change your perspective when you see a person changing, right? So Kamala locked niggas up. Trump signed bills and did all this, but yet but the crazy part about this, let me tell you something. I may say, let me see if I ever said something I took back. I know I never did because I stuck to my words. If I don't
F with you, because you're more intentional, Sabir. You're an intentional thinker and speaker.
Yeah, maybe that's what.
And a lot of people are not living like that.
I know,
especially Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg is not a person that, I don't know this man, but he grew up in a fast pace. He started entertainment very early in his age. So he's been doing this for a long, long time. Yes. I'm not saying the man didn't say what he said. A lot of people said what they said about
exactly
whatever president during whatever time period. This is his decision to say, hey, if these people are going to pay me for my services, I'm going to provide them with a service. That's how he feels now. He didn't feel like that then. I don't know what changed his mind. I don't even know why that's important to even worry about. You're talking about people doing dictatorship and Nazi behavior, and you're talking about all of these people censoring people, but yet y'all are doing it to yourselves. You are telling this man that he cannot have a growth of opinion different than your opinion about a person. That's ridiculous, man.
And this is the funny part. Like, dictatorship is the goddamn police, but they don't want to talk about that. Dictatorship.
Okay.
That's okay though. It's okay though, right? But dictator, give me your license, give me your registration. But brother, that's the law. Nigga, no, it's not the law. And I challenge any attorney that will come on his feed. It is not the law. It is not the law. Power, right, is always in the people. If I'm wrong, bring me your best attorney.
It's always in the people.
If you come on it, if you type in something stupid, I'm gonna get rid of you. I need you to come on the feed with some receipts, okay? This is why it's important to know the law. Okay, now I don't feel like pulling everything out, but I'm just going to, somebody, whoever buy these books, going to be blessed because I mark up a lot of my books, right? I do mark up a lot of my books. So let me help y'all out for 1 second. Give me 1 minute. 1 second. 1 second.
While Sabir is finding his books, I also want to make the statement that, yes, we are people that should be moving collectively. But yes, you have to look at the individual that they are funding to do these events.
Exactly.
Has he been a person that has collectively looked introspectively to say, okay, I want to do this now. I want to move in this way. I want to be the forerunner like this towards my people. I don't think so. He's created a football team. Yes, he's traveled. He's been on TV. He's been on talk shows, but that doesn't mean anything.
This is the thing, though, sister. They have to just be around certain people. You know, they had to kill that with Malcolm, the relationship like with Malcolm.
They did.
With Malcolm and Ali. Malcolm was always talking to Ali. He was always influenced. If you ever go back, let me show you how crazy this is. Do you know that a lot of speeches that Muhammad Ali even had came from his wife or Malcolm? Y'all don't even know that. This is the weird part. Like, we don't have that anymore. We have so much jealousy, envy, and hate, and try to keep saying the white supremacist, the white man, but you work for the same goddamn person. You cheerlead them, you support them.
But the thing is that I see too is that you can't have it one way and the other too. You know, you're telling people that, oh, you don't agree with these policies or don't like this person for whatever reason. I don't care what the reason is, because America has been American forever and a day. So I don't know why people acting so shocked and thinking that this is the worst of the worst times, because it's really just the same old rhetoric that they've been doing with a different person. But if you're saying that this seems like they're trying to create this type of relationship where we don't have an opinion and they're censoring what we read and what we say and how we think, guess who's participating in it? You guys are, because you are saying that if Snoop Dogg does this, just because he said this, he is not on the same team as, I guess it's a group of non-teamers of the red because they're on the blue. Hey, man.
I rock with him. I don't care.
It doesn't matter.
I'm always for the underdog. But the crazy part is, like, we sit on these feeds, and I'm only doing reactionary videos, y'all. So they're only going to be lasting like an hour, hour and a half. So I'm so tired of dealing with y'all black folks. It's pathetic. It's really getting pathetic. It really is. So I'm going to be doing my classes soon. But let me go back to this DL Hughley thing again. If you got something to say, stop typing and come on the feed. If you at the plantation, please, people,
who showed your clip from 2017 and another from 2025 and said the vibe shift is real. It wasn't us that did that. It is. I think most people are disappointed because they saw you a specific way, and you have a right to kind of interpret and do whatever artistically you want to. No one's begrudging you that. But why the attack on the community because they disagree with something you did?
What did you just say?
You performed for.
What did you say? Who?
I don't
guy
know.
They knew would do what he's doing, but it's us that have the problem. It's us that are wrong. It is us that can't stick together. 92% of black women voted against this man. 86% of black men have voted for him.
First of all, stop saying black because they're not black people. See what I'm saying? I couldn't be in the room.
He said that a lot of people expected this from him because of this. Snoop Dogg call women bitches. What do y'all want? Like, what do y'all want? He smoked weed. He does the most niggerish type of behavior you could think of. And that's no offense to this man. But let's be honest, bro. Like, he's the callous of what?
Listen, let me tell you something. Everybody has a crazy ass past. So do DL. I know shit that y'all don't know. Trust me.
But why are they putting him on some type of pedestal, Samir? Like, he's just an everyday person.
I don't know, dude. Like, I really don't know. And again, if y'all have an answer, let me know because I'm gonna go back again.
Please come to the
almost
chat.
90% of black
come to the chat.
You better hurry up.
Black people in general voted against him.
You don't even vote for him. None of you vote for him.
Stuck together. We decided that this was a man who was bad for our community. We stuck together. We didn't try to tear each other apart. We tried to protect each other.
What's the community?
And the very man who knew would do the very.
Hold up. See, these are the things I'm trying to figure out. What's the community?
He tripping.
We talking about Trump. He talking about Trump.
No, but what's the community? What community that what community we operating with? I need to
know.
know.
That's what I'm saying. Where was all this?
I think he just made that up. I think he just made that up to make it sound good.
But y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand civics. Do y'all understand 8th grade American civics? We mostly listen to what? Famous people. And those are the people they will push out in front of you to influence you.
Yes, it is.
That's what it is, right?
They keep the entertainment in front of you to keep you down.
So if I'm saying community, what community was DL talking about? Like, DL, if you're watching, I need you to come on, bro. Because I can look up.
Would be nice.
I can look up a lot. I text him. I can look up a lot of different, from law dictionaries to a regular dictionary, on the definition of what community is. Because a community, let me give you an example of what a community is, right? Just y'all can look it up. A community is a group of people believing in one thing, right? They dress alike, speak alike. Hip hop is a community. Just in case y'all don't know that, it is a community. You speak a certain way, you act a certain way. Each place has their own community. What community are we talking about? There is no black community. And for some reason, like Franz Fanon said, that the oppressor will oppress the oppressed until the oppressed eventually oppresses themselves. That's what's happening with us. You can't blame this so-called white. We in 2025. What we blaming the white man for when it's our celebrities that y'all look up to? Like here.
Yeah. Where I come from, it was... Go ahead.
I was thinking, this is like the Democrats are not happy that Snoop went there, but it will look bad if the Democratic power leadership comes out and ostracizes him. So they said something like DL Hughley, because they're scared of the influence. You always tell us about influence and stuff like that. Snoop has a lot of influence. So yeah, so they don't want people to be cool with Trump being president, but it will look bad if a Caucasian dude comes out and start talking about it. So they said people like Snoop and people like D.L. Hughley stuck down on him. It's D.L. Hughley doesn't.
That's a great point, Dre. That's a really great point.
The weird part, right? I never was a fan of no president. Never been.
You like me either.
Allah be my witness. I never even voted a day in my life.
Blessings, everybody. How everyone doing?
Peace.
Hi, Samir. First time on your live.
How are you?
But I've been listening to you for years.
Oh, I thank you. Hope I did some good.
Yes, you have. I've bought some of your books that you have recommended and all that. I'm the one who said it out what I'm reading today.
Oh, I know who you are, Michelle. Oh, I pay attention to everybody. This is democracy, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna say this about DL. DL, I used to respect DL until the COVID. He lost all my respect.
Oh yeah, I could have told you I got
He
stories.
lost all my respect.
All of it. All of it.
I unfollowed him and everything.
But this is my thing, sisters. You should never ever. I don't follow nobody, B. I don't follow no group, no person. I'm gonna be real. I look up to people as like. Let's say I even say this, the Minister Farrakhan. I used to look up to guys like that, like people that would change your life, like who stayed the course, right? No matter how much came at these people, they stayed the course, B, and never got off of it. It's like we look at celebrities. I know a lot of these celebrities. I know if I name drop Stevie Wonder personally. If you mention my name around Stevie or DL or any of these people, Tommy, whoever, I know them. We argue like regular niggas. Like y'all have no idea how many times we argue, and y'all be like, I thought y'all was cool. No, nigga. I'm from South Philadelphia. That's how my father raised us. I don't give a damn what you got, how much money you have. I'm not concerned with that. The truth is what it is. And DL, I've been in rooms with DL Hughley, says that I had stuff on my necks and conversation. He would tell me, oh no, because of the Jews, he's scared of them. And he would tell me what I shouldn't do. Nigga, nobody tells me what I shouldn't do. John Sally, my dude, ball player. John Sally said, you the smartest nigga I ever ran across, dude. And John Sally said you should actually change up what you do. Why, nigga? What? Wait a minute.
I like John Sally.
He's a real dude. But
yeah.
People don't know who I know personally, right? And why I come on his feed and do it the way I do it, because I'm like, I hear this all the time, and I'm like, even my man Lester. Shout out to Lester Spike. He's the Transformers. He been a lot of my wife and kids. That's my dude. He would tell me things and pull me to the side and be like, yo, Sabir, like, I'd be like, But it's hard for me to do. It's hard for me to really dumb it down, but I'm more calmer now than what I was, right? But the weird thing is, like, truth is truth. Don't get on these feeds and act like hypocrites, right? To act like hypocrites if you really for our people. Even through the whole pandemic, I never stopped traveling. Go look at the dates when I was traveling. 2019, 2020, 20. If you go look at the dates on any of my videos, I've been traveling around the world without getting a COVID shot. But I had to pay $150.
I know, because I was following. I remember you were in Spain.
Right? Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You don't want to hear from me, though, because I was there. I didn't get no COVID. Nigga, what I look like putting something in my bloodstream? Nigga, I don't even put alcohol.
For real.
Like,
and when he was pushing that, I just lost all respect. When he was pushing it, and I was like, no, I can't believe DL is really doing this.
But you see what happened, though.
Yeah. But are they going to, do they have blood on their hands? All these people who passed away, do they have blood on their hands?
All of them have blood on their hands.
There you go.
All of them.
They all have blood on their hands, right?
Because right now I have a neighbor.
So that means they will be hypocrites, right?
Say that again, sis Michelle.
I have a neighbor, my next door neighbor, and believe me, her and her husband got the shots and they went and got the booster. And they're not the same anymore. Sometimes she can't even get up out of her bed.
I know people, listen, I could tell you a lot of people.
Not the same. And some of them are still in denial over it.
Listen. But guys, wouldn't that make DL and these people hypocrites then?
There you go.
Yes. Big hypocrites. Yes.
Hypocrite. But they
you're trying to have the community shame somebody like Snoop Dogg over this situation when I'm not against Snoop Dogg or with Snoop Dogg, but Snoop Dogg has done other things where we should have addressed, not this.
Exactly. And that's the key. Like, we wait it, but y'all have to understand this. I've been in a radio game, not blog talking YouTube. I've been in radio for a long time. I wish I can literally sit here for 24 hours and just tell y'all the stories of over my 25 years in radio, not blog talking YouTube. I'm talking about radio. The things that I experienced being in rooms. The first radio station I ever worked at was WURD 900 AM. I used to go at it with attorneys. This is before there was a YouTube, Instagram, all these things that y'all see now. I used to walk in it the same way I'm dressed now, with sweatsuit on, sweat jackets, and sweatpants, right? I used to go in there and kill them. They didn't know it was me because you didn't have cameras in the room. YouTube wasn't even on the scene. So when I would go in the studio, there would be attorneys, sheriffs, police officers. All these people would be doing shows, and I would come in there looking at my crazy bias and thinking, who the hell is this dude? And I would just rip down the law, rip down the history, and challenge every sheriff that was in that room until they actually asked me to come to the sheriff's office on Broad Street in Philadelphia. It's in the Land and Title building. That's where it's located at for y'all that's in Philadelphia. Right next door to the post office, okay? For y'all that don't know, Sampson Street, okay? Right near there. So I used to go there, and I was sitting there, and they would tell me stuff, sister, and they would like, if a judge, if a sheriff disobeyed, or if a judge disobeyed or disagreed with a judge, the sheriff can lock the judge up. But he said the reason why these things are not happening is because the people are unaware of the law, and they're not paying them. It's things that I can tell you about attorney. That's why you never see an attorney come on my feet and say I'm lying. You got fake people who try to come on and act like they're attorneys but play themselves. I used to be in the studio. I would always ram my head up like before I walk in the studio because I forgot who I used to come on after. But they will always be in the studios. All these great dress up attorneys and looking pretty. And I know because I went to Howard University. Yes, I am. Like these type of people. And I would just sit there and I would go ham on everything. They would come in the room, Michelle, and they would look at me and they would say, why are you telling people this? And I would turn to them and say, because I can. I swear to God, this is what was going on. This is what was really happening. So I know them. It's not something I walked in 5 to 10 years ago. I've been challenging these people for the longest with our people. When they was taking people's property in Philadelphia, I told them they can't take people's property without due process. So let me help y'all out for the record. Due process is the law of the land. Not the Constitution. Not the Constitution. Due process is the law of the land, which means that you must hear before you condemn. I did it in my newspaper. And I said, why haven't none of these attorneys locked these people up for racketeering? I did a whole news article on it under the RICO law. And I explained it. And I said, this is how you get them under the RICO law. Read Title 49 of the CFR. Y'all probably say, what the hell are nigga Sabir talking about?
I'm damn sure it's saying that, yeah.
The Code of Federal Regulations. Go look it up, 49. Go look up the United States Codes, Title 49, and then you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. That's the federal level of it. Then you have the state level of it. Then you have the city level of it. I was breaking all these things down, all the way down. And I said, why nobody lock these police officers up on RICO law or the police department or the city? You know why? Because they are somebody's paying them. You couldn't pay me. That's the key. They couldn't pay Sabir Bey off. It don't work that way. Ain't nobody's hoe. So this is what happens. So years later, like D.L. Hughley said about him, what happens, they can bring it up later. Y'all don't get it? You can't pull nothing up from 2017 or 2003 that I said that was incorrect. Or I said, yo, I'm going to do this. No, you're not going to do that. You're not going to find it on me. So this is why you have to be very careful about what you do. But I also understand the entertainment industry side. D.L. Hughley's an entertainer. That's what happens. They don't want truth. Okay? I don't take, and DL's my man. That's my dude. I don't know Snoop. But my thing is, it is what it is. You grow. It's y'all that have to make these changes, not me. So my videos are only reactionary videos now. So I'm going to respond if I'm wrong. Come on, let's go.
Things he's doing, you decided to entertain. It isn't anger or hate. It is honestly people being disappointed.
I'm disappointed.
But why is the most common refrain whenever somebody gets to a situation like that? You tell us we can't stick together. We've shown you we have. We've shown you we did.
We didn't.
We voted in more specific.
We didn't stick together. No, we did not. No.
Numbers in any other demographic in the nation. We did stick together. And if you're so angry about the backlash you're getting, you need to talk to the 2017 version of you. The 2017 that was said that you would ride out anybody that performed for him. Anybody. And you use very colorful language.
Listen, people do things just for reactions. Okay, DL?
So it isn't us that you have a problem with. It is you. The 2025 version of you is at odds with the 2017 version of you. So it ain't the us that got to get it together. It's you.
No, it's you got to get it.
You need to have a conversation with the man. And
DL got to get it with himself.
No, DL got to get it together for real.
He got to get it together with himself. That's the problem. And this is what it is. It's not me. Go ask your black scholars. Let's have this conversation. Let's go back For my latecomers, let's go back. Ask your leaders this.
Is it
even even your black scholars
that the topic of nationality seems to be a forbidden fruit within the black conscious community? A topic so fundamental yet so conspicuously absent from the dialogues of foundational Black Americans, Pan-Africans, Cometians, and others. Why is it that these thought leaders, these influencers, these voices of enlightenment avoid speaking on the topic of nationality? One might wonder if there is a conscious effort to keep this topic under wraps. Is there a hidden agenda at play here? Could it be that the silence around nationality is not merely an oversight, but a deliberate act? In the vast world of the Black conscious community, discussions range from historical achievements to current social issues, from cultural identity to spiritual awakening. Yet when it comes to nationality, a defining aspect of our identity, there is a deafening silence. Could it be possible that these voices we look up to are being incentivized to keep the topic of nationality off their platforms? It's a thought that might seem far-fetched, yet it's not entirely outside the realm of possibility. After all, we live in a world where money often dictates the narrative.
Yep.
Could it be that discussing nationality would affect their paychecks, disturb their revenue streams, or upset their financial apple carts? Maybe, just maybe, there is a fear that broaching the topic of nationality would open a Pandora's box of legal implications and questions about status. Perhaps it's easier to stick to the same narrative to avoid rocking the boat too much. After all, it's much safer to tell than to show, to speak than to delve into the intricacies of law or status. It's a curious thing to ponder, isn't it? The lack of discussion around nationality within the Black conscious community. A community that prides itself on promoting awareness, knowledge, and truth, yet seems to shy away from one of the most defining aspects of our identities. And so, it begs the question, isn't it time for them to come clean with their audience? Isn't it time for these voices to break the silence, to address the elephant in the room, to start a conversation around nationality? The next time you find yourself on their feed, scrolling through their content, listening to their words, challenge them. Ask them why they skip over this all-important topic. Ask them why they choose to silence the discussion around nationality. In a world where knowledge is power, it's time to question the silence. It's time to demand answers. It's time to break the silence on nationality within the Black conscious community. Because if not now, then when? And if not us, then who?
So let me explain this to y'all. Have y'all noticed why you think you never heard none of these Black conscious people talk about nationality? So do you even know what nationality is? Anybody on the feed before I move forward? I told you I'm only going to do an hour with some change. Do anybody know what nationality is? Don't give me the lawful definition of what nationality is. Anybody?
I kind of know, but I'll let you say it, Sabir.
You must have a law dictionary with you. That's why I told you. Why did I just pick those dictionaries up? Do you think I was working out with those dictionaries? You could find it in Ballantyne's, Barron's, Blackstone, Bouvier's. Pick your poison. So what they do, they have to push people out in front of you so you can follow them, and they ain't telling you sugar, honey, iced tea. So let's go and find out what it says.
Nationality.
Let's go. You got it, right? So let's go for a minute. Let me help them out. And black is not one. Nationality is the quality or character which arises from a fact, not opinion or belief, right, of a person belonging to a nation state. Nationality determines his political status of the individual, especially with his reference to his allegiance. I didn't write that. So if we would have more conversation about this, if you in law, so the next key part to this, if that be the case, then why ain't we having this conversation? If it's your allegiance, a fact, not a belief system, a fact.
Yeah. Right? The character which arises from the fact of a person belonging to a nation state. Yep.
Let's go here. A people of aggregation of men existing in what? In the form of an organized jural society. This is nation. Now, when you see nationality, do you have to come to nationhood? Let's go here for a second. Is everybody all right? So anybody that's in law school knows exactly what I'm talking about. It's not a secret, people. It's not a secret. Of a jural society, usually inhabiting a distinct portion of the earth, speaking the same language, using the same customs, possessing the same historic continuities, and distinguished from other like groups by their racial origins and characteristics. What generally but not necessarily living under the same government and sovereignty. Somebody better talk to me for a minute. You think I'm misleading you? Go pull up an attorney.
Mm-hmm. Well, nationality arises either by birth or naturalization.
So let's move forward. These are the conversations that we should be having because black is not a nationality. Then it goes a little further down here and says what? In American constitutional law, the word state, Negro. Somebody talk to me for a minute. Am I making these things up? Oh, I'm not making them up. It said constitutional law, right? Let's see if we can find constitutional law. But we don't want this conversation. I'm not making this up. So it kept saying sovereignty, sovereignty, sovereignty. I'm not making this up. Y'all should get my overstanding the language of law video. I keep trying to tell y'all, boy. Let me show you something. How ill this is. I did an overstanding the language of law in 2001. So everybody got it? Let me post that back up before I take it down. So y'all won't think I'm making this up. So nationality is dealing with your nation. Okay. So what y'all should be getting, which I'm going to do a class. I might do it tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it tomorrow or not. I was going to do it tonight, but let me just show you something. This was my overstanding the language of law. Sister actually wrote down one side of the video. It's VHS, but I can send it to you through file. This is what I did in 2001. It was called the overstanding, which is overstanding. She put understanding, but the overstanding the language of law. I broke down the governments, the branches, the municipality.
So did.
This is in 2001. There was no YouTube on the scene. Now, this is actually a video that y'all can purchase. And I gave you these things back then in 2001, explaining the whole government structure. So if I'm wrong, I would love to get a real attorney to be in a room with me and try to play me. I would love a real attorney to be in a room with me and try this. So I might do a follow-up to this. I might do a 2025 version of this. Straight up. 2025 version.
You might as well. Ain't nothing changed.
Ain't nothing changed. But I'm not going to do it on YouTube. Y'all going to have to pay for it. It's not going to be on YouTube.
Read the banner at the bottom of the screen. It's in green for you.
It's in green. So let me show you something else. So even if you read the Constitution, it says the word democracy does not appear once in the Constitution. It don't. Even if you look up that word, democracy, it's a Latin and Greek word, which means democratic. Democratic, which is actually a Latin and Greek word. And you can find it if you pick up any constitutional book. Right? If you pick up a constitutional book, here it is. Right there.
I'm going to say the principle which are to regulate the relations of government and subject, which prescribes generally the plan and method according to which the public affairs of the state are to be administered.
Man, y'all don't have no idea. Law. They better get my overstanding language of law. I did over 20 something years ago. I did that video.
It'll change your life.
Yeah, everybody said it. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can pull it up. This is it right here. This is it. Look, this is in 2001. If it come up, this joint is old as shit. What is that?
Yeah, I gotta get that, man.
Yo,
I gotta get it.
This video is old, right? And I did one called Driving and Traveling back then too. This is when we had VHSs in the VHSs. So nothing has changed, brother, since then. Nothing's changed. Ain't that kind of crazy? Damn. Y'all still playing this game and letting these people lie to you and influence you? I was trying to see if it played, but anyway. Well, it'll probably play on its own. But yes, you can email me. But you know, also, we're not teaching our children nothing, bro. Nothing. And I'm going to play a piece with Carter G. Woodson, but I'm going to show you something. Let me show y'all something. Rest in peace to my son. I even hate looking at my son pictures, but this is my son. I used to take him to the museum. This is my son in Philadelphia. Did y'all know that it was a brother that designed the art museum in Philadelphia? But everybody,
wow.
But everybody go see Rocky statue.
Yeah, it's an able guy. Yeah.
How many of y'all knew that? It was a brother that designed that, right? So I took my son there, and it was funny because once I stood there, that's my son that passed away. When I stood there, I had everybody coming over here to ask Who is this? His plaque is very small. And this is why I said Negroes are hypocrites, B. We should be actually down here at the Philadelphia Art Museum in Philly talking about this. But Negroes, it's about money with people. It's money. So I had to take my son there and had to school my son that it was a brother that designed the art museum and the free library in Philadelphia. But you keep hearing about the same 3 people every Black History Month. The same Black people. So I want y'all, if you have a child in school, I want y'all to look him up. Look him up. Let me give you the blow up one more time.
Yeah, so if they ain't paid, they train.
I want y'all to look up Julian Francis Abel. Please look him up. And then do the research on him. Let's see if we got teachers that have the heart that would teach us. This is what Carter G. Woodson was talking about. Let's talk about this. So when I go to these schools, this school this week, I'm going to bring a lot of stuff up because I'm supposed to speak at a school out here this week, right? A high school. Well, I think it's a junior high, one of them. But let me share something else with y'all before we move forward and play this video before I go. Let me show you what's inside the Philadelphia Art Museum in Philly. I'm gonna pull up a couple things. Give me 1 second. This is what you will find inside the Philadelphia Art Museum in my hometown. My hometown, right? The Moorish Chief, which is the most famous painting in the Philadelphia Art Museum. This is the most famous painting at the Philadelphia Art Museum. But they got to keep Negroes away from this, brother. We can't talk about that, mother freaking. No, we can't tell. We're Black people. We were slaves, brother. This is the most famous painting in the Philadelphia Art Museum. All of y'all should go there. Seriously. But let me show you another one that you probably didn't know that was in there too. He said that was the Moorish chief, right? Bear with me. That's the Moorish chief. Let me show you the Arab chief. Give me 1 second. How many people ever heard of the Arab chief? Look him up. Oh, damn, boy, you're going too far, Sabir. This is in the Philadelphia Art Museum too. So how many of y'all knew that? It's in the art museum. In my hometown.
In the 1800s. Wow.
Hold up. Let me show you his picture. This is the crazy part. Let's pull his picture up. Let's show you what he looks like in the Philadelphia Art Museum. But as long as you keep yourself from being a Black man or a slave, Negro, you ain't going nowhere. There you go.
Okay.
There you go right there. Why do you think they have to make you hate anything pertaining to Arabs? Because you don't know real history. You don't know real history. There it is right there. So if we was actually to do the research, you'd be like, damn, hold up. You mean to tell me we are the original Arabs? Yeah, we are the original Arabs. This is the Arabs of Sudan. This is the unknown Arabs. But you look for the TV Arabs. This is what y'all look for. And speaking of TV Arabs, let me show y'all a book that everybody should get. I keep trying to tell y'all this. This is a book y'all should get, but people have been trying to find a book, but you ain't going to get the whole book. But let me show you the book that you should have. Give me 1 second. It's called The Bad Arab. This book right here. Now, you can find a shorter version of this book, right? But it ain't going to be 800 and something pages. But I do have the 800 and something pages book. 863 pages. Now, you can find it for $29, but it ain't going to be 800 and something pages. It's going to be about 400 or 500 pages. So if you want this one, let me know.
The link is at the bottom. The link is at the bottom.
Oh, they got to make you hate the Arabs. But you don't even realize you are the Arab. This is the type of conversation that we should be having. Am I lying? Come on.
Moreno Fortuny.
Huh?
It's something Fortuny. How you say it? Fortuny.
Now.
I was looking him up.
Yes. Right? But you wouldn't know that because y'all didn't go there inside that museum. So if you went there, you would actually see that dude inside there. And stop playing this game with these so-called woke Black conscious people. So I'm going to take a quick break. Give me 1 minute, y'all.
Cake Entertainment in Virginia for this recording, but also my family, Chris, Randy, Isaac, Simone, and Time. I would also like to thank everyone that has contributed in some way to the preservation and promotion of Black History and Black History Month. The number of people from all backgrounds and cultures that have contributed to the existence of this great movement is simply uncountable. But in the tradition of true Black studies, I begin this presentation with an acknowledgement and sincere respect for my intellectual ancestors. These are the names that any sincere Black intellectual should be making efforts to find out more about. And all of the people that I am about to acknowledge are not necessarily African Americans, but they were critical to the struggle for Black freedom in the United States. Big respect goes out to Phyllis Wheatley, Edmonia Lewis, Jan Ernest Metzelinger, Robert Senstack Abbott, Ira Frederick Aldridge, Charles Richard Drew, Deborah Gannett, Henry Highland Garnett, Francis Ellen Watkins, Maggie Lena Walker, Daniel Hale Williams, Ida Wells Barnett, Richard Allen,
Share it out.
Peter Salem, Reverend Nat Turner, Harriet Tubman, Martin R. Delaney, Harriet Beecher Stowe, Abby Kelly, Sojourner Truth, Laura Haviland,
Moors
Ida
don't mean
B.
black.
Wells, Lucretia Mott.
Please stop saying Moors mean black with that stupidness, people. Please stop with that nonsense, man.
Elizabeth Cady Stanton, Susan B. Anthony, Wendell Phillips, William Lloyd Garrison, Prudence Crandall, Reverend Elijah P. Lovejoy, Gabriel Prosser, Frederick Douglass,
no doubt,
John Brown, Madam C.J. Walker, Booker T. Washington, Dr. Carter Goodwin Woodson,
Carter G. Woodson,
Marcus Garvey, Amy Garvey, Paul Robeson,
Carter G.
Dr. Islanda Good Robeson, William Edward Burkhardt Dubois, and Shirley Graham Dubois. Big respect goes out to Ruby Dee, Sam Cooke, Muhammad Ali, Kathleen Cleaver, Kwame Ture, Charles Hamilton Houston, Thurgood Marshall, Bayard Rustin, Malcolm X, Medgar Evers, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., the Black Panther Party, the Nation of Islam, the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, the United Negro Improvement Association, the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, the National Urban League, and the Congress on Racial Equality. Big respect goes out to the great African studies scholars, Dr. Zizwe Mtafuta Ukweli, Professor Z, Dr. Sharshi McIntyre, Asa Hillard, Matthew Atter, J.A. Rogers,
no doubt,
George G.M. James, Wayne Chandler, Dr. Cornel West, Dr. Ivan von Sertima, Dr. John Henrik Clark, Eugene Adams, Sheikh Anta Diop, Dr. Yosef Ben Yakinin, Dr. Leonard Jeffries, Professor Anthony T. Browder, Steve Coakley, Amos N. Wilson, Dr. Tony Martin, Dr. Francis Cress Welsing, Dr. Marira Kwesi, Ashara Kwesi, Dr. Angela Davis, Professor Kaba Hiawatha Kamini, Sabir Bey, Professor James Smalls, and Sa Netta. Still, all of these names do not even scratch the surface of all of those that have fought, supported, and led Black struggles for freedom and knowledge in the United States. However, the study of these people and the real lives that they have led, for better or for worse, begins one's study of real Black history.
So let me explain this to you. That's the problem. Y'all watching the old video, so you can share this to Dr. Kaba because this is very short. He said, well, Dr. Kaba said more just means black. Send this to Dr. Kaba. Tell him to hit me on the hitter. Tell him to hit me on the hitter. That's the problem. See, people watch old videos, right? And in fact, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna do you one better.
Now, come on now. As many times as Sabir has put up 12,000 books discussing this small topic, there is no way. Even Kaba can't even debunk that information.
Is that Kaba right there? Now watch him. Great, send a video to him too. Y'all think
nobody can debunk him?
You can't debunk me. It ain't going to happen. So
you know why you can't though? Because it's already written in the books, right? So when you buy the books and you study words, right? You got dictionary, you got law books. He's teaching you. He's teaching you how these words work.
They don't even show it. Hold on, let me help you.
And if we set this thing up and he have one conversation with these books for this month that's coming up, all it takes is the right one. It'll change the trajectory of what's been happening for the last however many years.
Well, there you go, right here. So let me help him out. This is J.A. Rogers, what KRS-One just talked about. So I hope he shared this out because I told you I'm almost finished up out this time. I don't need to be on for 2 hours. So let me help y'all out. J.A. Rogers. The most ancient names for so-called blacks are Nisu or Nubian, Ethiopian, and more from ancient Egypt, and Negro or Negretta. But when you go down further, it says black and colored, black and colored, right? And white, or on the other hand, European words. Ethiopian and more was probably used to describe the so-called blacks until the 1500s. I just text Kaba this. So Kaba can set it up tomorrow with me, B, and we could have this whole conversation. Okay, so I'm just laying everything out. So for the record, I'm going to help y'all out. Okay, I'm going to help you out. So if you want to share this to him, you can, because the majority of these people went to the European school. They only regurgitating what was told in school. Go get this book. Is 1878. I was in Morocco when I saw this. Go get them. I'm almost done. I'm at an hour and 17 minutes. Set it up. Let's put my email up here. Kaba said more means black. Okay, then share this to Kaba because I damn sure just texted to him. So let's go. Carter G. Woodson. Listen to this.
Battery full.
Chapter 2.
Hold up.
Chapter 2.
Hold up.
Chapter 2. How we missed the mark. How we have arrived at the present state of affairs can be understood only by studying the forces effective in the development of Negro education, since it was systematically undertaken immediately after emancipation. To point out merely the defects as they appear today will be of little benefit to the present and future generations. These things must be viewed in their historic setting. The conditions of today have been determined by what has taken place in the past, and in a careful study of this history, we may see more clearly the great theater of events in which the Negro has played a part. We may understand better what his role has been and how well he has functioned in it. The idea of educating the Negroes after the Civil War was largely a prompting of philanthropy. Their white neighbors failed to assume this responsibility. These black people have been liberated as a result of a sectional conflict out of which their former owners had emerged as victims. From this class, then, the freedmen could not expect much sympathy or cooperation in the effort to prepare themselves to figure as citizens of a modern republic. From functionaries of the United States government itself, and from those who participated in the conquest of the secessionists, early came the plan of teaching these freedmen the simple duties of life as worked out by the Freedmen's Bureau and philanthropic agencies. When systematized, this effort became a program for the organization of churches and schools, and the direction of them along lines which had been considered most conducive to the progress of people otherwise circumstanced. Here and there, some variation was made in this program in view of the fact that the status of the freedmen in no way paralleled that of their friends and teachers, but such thought was not general. When the Negroes in some way would learn to perform the duties which other elements of the population had prepared themselves to discharge, they would be duly qualified, it was believed, to function as citizens of the country. Inasmuch as most Negroes lived in the agricultural South, moreover, and only a few of them at first acquired small farms, there was little in their life which any one of thought could not have easily understood. The poverty which afflicted them for a generation after emancipation held them down to the lowest order of society, nominally free, but economically enslaved. The participation of the freedmen in government for a few years during the period known as the Reconstruction had little bearing on their situation, except they did join with uneducated poor whites in bringing about certain much desired social reforms, especially in giving the South its first plan of democratic education and providing for a school system at public expense. Neither this inadequately supported school system nor the struggling higher institutions of a classical order established about the same time, however, connected the Negroes very closely with life as it was. These institutions were concerned rather with life as they hoped to make it. When the Negro found himself deprived of influence in politics, therefore, and at the same time unprepared to participate in the higher functions in the industrial development which...
Again, you don't want this with me. I told you to share it to him. That's an old book right there talking about Moor or Maury, a dark race, not dark religion, dark race. So for the record, people, don't try me because you're going to lose playing with me. You're going to lose. So you can send this to Cobb. I damn sure text it to him. And when every day, anytime, wherever you at, you can set it up with him. So please share it out. I told you I was going to be short, right? But I might do a class tomorrow. I don't know yet, peoples, but you can email me. My email is right there, sabirbayradio@gmail.com. And if you choose to, you can support, but please share it out. Or you can bring them all in the room together and I'll take all their money from them. Anything before we get off this feed, people? Michelle, anybody? Before we go? That's Carter G. Woodson for the record. That's in DC. Anybody before we get off of here? Told you I was gonna make
No, man, we appreciate you, Saba. Keep doing that good work, bro.
Just because it's on old books. He said just because it's on old books. You want to come on the feed for a minute before I get off here with some facts? I'm gonna give you time. You want to come on with some facts before I go because we at 22. Hurry up.
Well, Severe, I gotta say is if Mormon's black and black is only like 60 years old,
it's not even ancient.
I know. So how can people from Asia be like? What does black even mean, y'all? Like, I don't get it,
sense, man.
Oh, yeah.
It don't make sense at all. Somebody tell me how it makes sense. When black is an Anglo-Saxon word, somebody make it make sense to me. I don't know. Maybe if hold up. Let's go to Carter G. Woodson. Maybe this is what has to happen. Hold up. If you feel as though any of these people are that sharp, then y'all should set it up and stop typing. I asked you to come on the feed by the time this song is over. I told you I'm only going to give you an hour and 20 minutes or whatever hour. But most of our people need to do this right here. And I'm not trying to be funny, but if the highly educated nigga will forget most of the untried theories taught to him. You see that? Dude, right there. Theories taught to him in school. If he could see through the propaganda. Y'all got to see through the propaganda, baby. But I got to go. I told you not long. My email is right there. I gotta go, my good peoples. I got a life too, but he's us. Remember that. Gotta go. I'm gonna take all short videos and I'm gonna just kill them. Kill them. Let's go. Gotta go, y'all.
Yo, true master with the blast mask. Come on, street pastors. Yeah, we beat.
Share it out.
We faster because we think faster.
Don't leave nothing on the YouTube. Just share it out to whoever y'all think is that sharp.
The cash and the ass don't matter. We got special vision, and all you youngins looking to get ahead in life, you better listen. TEA, the teacher, giving you what you need today. What you need today, what you need to know is that there's more to life, man, than chasing hoes. Y'all know they not in love with you. Just follow life's outcome willingly. That's FLOW. Am I coming through? Can you see us? This style is the freest, but don't try to be us. Try to be you, then you can be us. And in my older age, you can then lead us. Actions be ashes and dust be dust. I be hip hopping and that we trust. We cuss, but still the world needs us. I can hear the whole world yelling, free us! But they can't see us, cause there were no J's in Hebrew. Jesus is pronounced as he's us. He's us. And it's that awakening that will free us.
Yes, it's a must we discuss.
He's us.
Yeah, and his love is based on trust.
He's us.
When you're low and need a little pick me up, say
he's us.
Still a rush and adjust.
Yo, true master with the blast master. A boom basher, yup, we sound clashes. We capture true hip hop rapture. Slack.
Like Wesley Huff said, you should Google a person to make sure they're legit. Okay?
In the smash that will blast from hereafter. New growth is upspringing, a beacon shining for those who had difficulty seeing. It is true, he is us in you. Understand that, realize what you got to do, what you got to do, what you got to see is that he is you, and you are me. Unity amongst individuality. Just take a look and behold the beautiful geometry. Some say prophecy, but regardless, who rocks the hardest, who goes the farthest, still, even if you could go the most far, keep in mind everyone is still a shining star. Makes no difference who you are. The spark of life and you be a law. By far, excellence beyond par, and vibrating way above the radar, brighter than the quasar. Forever and always, he's us, and indeed is due all praise.
He's us, baby.
Yeah. He's us, and indeed is due all praise. He's us. Yes, it's a must we discuss. He's us. And his love is based on trust. He's us. When you're low and need a little pick me up, say he's us. Feel a rush and adjust.
Get that Dred Scott boy.
This song is fire.
I know, he's us, baby, all day. Pure edutainment, baby, edutainment. I thank y'all so much. I gotta go. Gotta go.
Hey.
Share it out. Thank you again. I thank y'all so much.
If you're gonna stand with God, the world is gonna reject you. And you got to know that going in. See, a lot of conscious rappers, they say, I'ma stand with God at MTV. No, dude, it don't work like that. When you stand like this, you got to stand. It's lonely sometimes. It's hard sometimes.
Yeah, boy.
You broke sometimes. But in God, yo, I can stand here today and tell you miracles exist. I can't even explain. I would not trade my lifestyle for nothing.
Me neither, baby.
I know God so well. God is like a homeboy in my book, a homegirl. But God to me is like right there, and I perform miracles with. It's not even me performing. I just say, yo, God, what's up? It's like when you really realize the presence of God, like when you really come to realize that in your mind, like as we stand here right now, God is with us. What the fuck these cops?
Damn, boy. Even my listen, I thank y'all so much for joining me. Even my crazy stalker came on here, but he can't prove me wrong. Light penetrates darkness. I told y'all before, if you think you that great, I'll put my email up here. Make it happen, Captain. Peace, brother. Peace, sisters. Gotta go. Share the videos out. Hey, gotta go.